Hello everyone and welcome to the Part-Time Gamers YouTube channel. I am Welchie, one half of the Part-Time Gamers, and welcome back to Part-Time Gamers Weekly. Now, for those that have watched the other two episodes, thank you for watching first of all. You'll notice a difference. This hasn't been live streamed. This is just a YouTube video. The reason for that is because I wasn't too impressed with the video quality of the stream, which I can't then improve to upload to YouTube. So I think I want to do it in a YouTube format, so the video quality is better and I can do a bit more production value. The whole reason of streaming it was so I didn't have to do too much editing, so we're going to see, again, we're just trialing this out. I've hopefully found a way to do this without too much editing needed, but we'll see. So yeah, this isn't been streamed, this is straight to YouTube. Yeah, before we do start as well, I want to point out, you may hear my guinea pigs at any point. Apologies if you do. And also the washing machine is on. Just before I started it was really loud. I think it's going to stay quiet now, I hope. If it gets loud, I do apologise. So yeah, welcome back to Part-Time Gamers Weekly, the weekly show where we discuss the hot topics in video games. We talk about what we've been playing and then discuss our game club game of the month. We still need to find a good kind of name for that, but we go through our game club game. Another thing to point out, I am currently, I don't want to say suffering, but dealing with COVID. So if I sound a bit croaky or anything like that, or if I struggle with my words a bit, it's because I'm struggling, trying not to cough like this. So yeah, just bear with me a little bit. It might take a bit longer to get my words out every now and then. That might sound a bit fun. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into topic of the week. Topic of the week. There you go, code. Topic of the week. Topic of the week this week is going to be 2022. The 2022 are my most anticipated games. There's a lot coming out. It's been a great year, but we're going to go through 2021 early next year and then discuss our game of the year. Gives me a bit more time to finish games like Halo Infinite. So I can give a proper kind of ranking of my games of the year. But now is a good time to look ahead to what is coming in 2022, what to be excited about, what to be super excited about, and what to be kind of like nervously excited about, I guess is the word. And then some games which are just very excited but kind of expecting a delay. So we're going to go through those kind of three categories of games for 2022. Sorry, and the first game we're going to go through is Horizon Forbidden West. And I picked this one first because it's coming out pretty much first. Actually, I think one of the other games will be coming out first, but either way, Horizon Forbidden West is the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn. Super excited for this. It's a day one purchase for me. I just can't wait to play as Aloy again. Can't wait to go against the new types of machines that we've seen in the gameplay trailers. If you watch my Horizon Forbidden West reaction video, that snake at the end, I cannot wait to come across that. If it's just one or if there's multiple of them, I can't wait. And I'm sure there's some machines that they haven't even shown off in the trailer, which I'm really excited to find out about. The gameplay is super fun. The story was cool. A lot of people love the story. For me, it was a little confusing. Not too confusing. It was easy enough to follow. So I'm probably going to brush up on, and that's been years since I beat it, so I'm going to brush up on the first game's story, probably watch like someone's YouTube video, kind of like 10-minute summary. And then I can't wait to delve into this story. What is this whole storm about? What is it doing to these machines? What are these people? Why are they taking over? Oh, I don't know why they're taking over the machines, or what they do in the machines, and what is their ultimate end goal. Super excited for this. It's going to be. It's a shame that it's not a shame because it's good that PlayStation 4 players can get to play it, but I hope it's not held back in any way. I don't think it will be. I think it will just be. I don't know. I think there won't be any groundbreaking gameplay mechanics because the PS4 has to hold it back a little bit. But visually, I'm sure it'll be up there with apologies, the Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, which is the best looking game on PS5 at the moment. Resident Evil Village, those kind of games. It's going to be a masterpiece. I can't wait to play it, and it's only coming out in February. It's not too long to wait, so super excited for that one, and just intrigued by the game and how they've improved upon the original. Because the original, for me, was a 8.5 to a 9 out of 10. Fantastic game. So hopefully they've improved in every way possible, and it'd be incredible. So super excited for that one. Next on the list is probably the most obvious one for me if you've been around the channel for a while, or if you just know me in real life. God of War Ragnarok. Now this game needs no introduction, I believe. It definitely doesn't if you know me. The last God of War game, God of War 2018, the reboot as such, is my favourite game of all time. Like, full stop. It is. I love that game to pieces. It's one of the only games off the top of my head that I've bothered to go back and play on the hardest difficulty on New Game Plus. And it's the only game I'm willing to challenge myself and kind of go through that kind of pain, I guess you could call it. And I enjoyed every second of it. Even though how hard it was, I enjoyed every second of it. I just loved that game so much. So a lot of expectation for the sequel, of course. And that could come with being let down. But I'm 90% sure I will not be let down. It's not going to be a trilogy by the sounds of it. It sounds like this is actually going to end the kind of Norse mythology, which is kind of crazy to me. I thought it'd do 3 games, but 2 doesn't worry me, but it actually excites me. It means this game's going to have so much in it. It's going to have to get to, what's his name, Odin at some point, at the end of this game, I assume. It's going to have to just go through everything in this one game. So it's either going to try and cram in too much, or it's going to be a big, long game. Which I think the story will be more like 40 hours this time, which some may find too long. For me, I'm happy with that. Whereas you could probably blitz through the story of God of War in 15 hours, maybe a bit, a bit more. And then that gets to 40 hours when you do all the extra stuff. I think the story will be more towards the 30 hours, and then there'll be more stuff to do, like 60 hours worth of gameplay, which you get your money's worth. And God of War, all it's got to do is produce the same gameplay, mix it up a little bit, new moves, maybe a new weapon. I don't know if they're going to do a new weapon or not. There's just so much we don't know about this game, and there's so much they can do with it. I'm just so excited, and the fact that it's my favorite game ever, it just has to be good, doesn't it? Like, I mean, it can be worse than the original. There is definitely a world where I don't enjoy this one as much, but I've got to try and get into my head that doesn't mean it's a bad game. It's just not as good as the masterpiece that God of War 1 was. It's going to be hard to live up to that. So we'll see, but I'm too excited for this game. It's the one game, if I could only have one next year, I'd pick it. I hope it comes this year. I haven't put it in my category for expected as delay, because I think it will come around, I'm going to say October, November time. I might be completely wrong. But I think October 2022, which hopefully is going to be the month we get God of War Ragnarok, and hopefully the month that we get the next best game of my life ever. We'll see, but I've got super high hopes for God of War Ragnarok. Next on the list, Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. It hasn't been called that yet. It's actually called the sequel to Zelda Breath of the Wild. Crap name. It'll be renamed at some point, but we all know what game I'm talking about. Zelda Breath of the Wild was a masterpiece. Come out in 2017, the year before God of War. Actually, come out the same year as Horizon. So it's funny that their sequel should be coming out in the same year as well. Rumours are it's coming out in November, which makes me think God of War may go to October. You don't really want to be competing with Zelda. As Horizon Zero Dawn learned in the first game. It's Zelda Breath of the Wild is a monster of a game. the sequel is going to sell so many units, and I'll be picking it up day one. It's still the best game I've played on my Switch. Still one of the best games I've played ever. It's probably in my top 5. Incredible game. Cannot wait for the sequel. I'm interested in what they're going to do with it. We haven't seen much at all. I'm so interested in where they're going to take it and how they're going to change it up. It can't just be the same. Which sounds silly because Horizon God of War might be more the same but better. I don't know. But being the open world game, it can't just be the same map. It has to be a different Hyrule. So what are they going to do to Hyrule to mix it up? We know that Horizon Forbidden West is in a completely different part of America. We know that God of War Ragnarok is going to go to different realms than he did in the first game. He might go to some of the same ones, but there's going to be more realms than the first game. What is Hyrule going to do? I know we've seen glimpses of them going like in the sky. But yeah, how are they going to mix up Hyrule to make it new and feel fresh again? It's super interesting. Maybe we'll even go underground. I don't know. But yeah, super excited for that game. They're definitely the 3 games coming out. Sorry, in 2022 that I'm most like completely hyped for and counting down the minutes to play them. If I had to rank them 3, it'd be obviously God of War, then probably Horizon, just because I prefer playing my PlayStation than my Switch. But Zelda is so close to Horizon, like those 2 are basically touching. But God of War will take the cake out of those 3. But a 4th game that I'm super excited for next year is A Plague Tale Requiem. I'm going to call it Requiem. I hope I've got that right. You know who you are, who's been messaging me saying I'm not saying it right. Plague Tale Requiem. Super excited for this. I loved the first game. Played it on Game Pass. I believe the sequel's coming to Game Pass, so I won't have to buy it, but I'll be playing it day one. Yeah, I just want more of that story. The story was what was great about that game. The gameplay too. But I really enjoyed the story of... Oh, what's her name? He never stopped saying it. Amicia and Luke, I think. I can't remember the boy's name. It's been a year and a half since I played it or whatever. But yeah, was super surprised by how much I enjoyed the first game, so I'm super excited for the second one. I think the fact that it's getting a sequel, I think that game I'd never heard of, and the fact that it's getting a sequel and it's the trailer was at the Game Awards and it's been at other, I think it might have been announced at the last Game Awards, I can't remember, but it might have actually been E3 or the Summer Game Fest. It's a popular game. It's a game that people want, and I think it's going to do extremely well. It's clearly got a higher budget this time, and I think it's going to be... This could be the surprise of the year for a lot of people that haven't played the first one or that aren't expecting this one to be the 9s and 10s. I think people will be surprised with this one. The last trailer didn't wow me with new stuff, but I think if they just do everything they did in the first game at a better scale and a better level, they'll smash it. It doesn't matter as much when I'm saying that Zelda has to really change things. A Plague Tale is a much more linear game, so it's not as important. But yeah, they're the 4 games that I can't wait for in 2022. And we'll be picking up all of them day one, assuming they all come out 2022, but they should be. Zelda's probably the one I'm less confident with. Moving on to, so I'll keep looking over here because I've got my list of games here. Moving on to games that I'm interested in, I'm excited about, but just like cautiously optimistic, I guess is the word, and not guaranteed to get day one. I'll probably wait, see some reviews, see a bit more previews, and just make sure the games work. I mean, we also saw Cyberpunk last year, and just aren't massive letdowns. And I'm going to start with the one that I probably am going to get out of this list for sure. Sounds ridiculous, but it's the one that's piqued my interest, and the recent preview has been very good, and that is Sifu. Sifu is the, I guess, beat 'em up game, very stylish beat 'em up game where every time you die, you get older. Now, the way that works, from my understanding, is when you get older, when you die and you get older, you lose health because you're getting older. So your health bar gets shorter, so you can take less hits. So it gets harder, but you also get stronger. which, how are you getting stronger when you're older? It's because he gets wiser. He's like a don't know what I'd say karate, but mixed martial arts kind of fighting. I guess it could even be street fighting, but he's wiser, so he's stronger. He knows where to punch, when to punch, kick, whatever he's doing. So I think it's a really interesting gameplay mechanic, and I believe there is a point where you just lose. So it's almost it's not quite. It's almost like a roguelike, like a Hades, where you get somewhere, then that's it. You finish. You got to start again. It's not that, because you're getting older every time and spawn in the same spot. But okay, like spoilers for anyone who hasn't played the first Hellblade. Skip ahead maybe 30 seconds. In Hellblade, at the beginning of the game, it tells you that if you die too many times, the game ends. That's just to put fear in your mind. That doesn't actually happen. Sifu, similar thing. You're getting older, but this time it will finish. I believe, like, you will die. You can't go past like 100, or it might even be like 70 or something. The game will just be like, okay, you're too old, now start again. So I'm super interested in that gameplay mechanic, and the game looks so fun. I'm just holding off to make sure that the full finished product is worth it. I think it will be. This is one I'm pretty sure will be, but I put it in this column just in case. So I'm keeping my eye on Sifu, and I'm probably going to get it. If it came out today, I'd be like, you know what, fuck it, let's do it. But I've got time to think about it. It comes out just before Horizon, so maybe I'll wait until I've beaten Horizon, then I can sit down and put my time into to Sifu. That might be the way to do it. But anyway, next on the list is Forspoken. This one is definitely very firmly in this category, because some of the trailers look fantastic, like the visuals, the movement, the combat, like the kind of the spells that, I can't remember the character's name, but she's using. It all looks cool, really cool, but is it fun to play? The recent previews are kind of up and down. Like, there's some saying that it's fun, some saying it's not that great. It's nothing exciting, nothing brand new and exciting about it. So this one's got to wait and see what the reviews are like, see what the final product is like. I'm probably right now on the edge of waiting for a sale, like get it at some point, but it's definitely piqued my interest enough where all I need to hear is like, oh, actually it's averaging like 8 or 9 out of 10s, and I'm probably going to dive in and get it. It's definitely got me interested. It comes out in May, which I don't think any of the other games I'm looking at are around then, so it could be a time to pick it up, and we will see. So that's kind of lingering there. Another one like that is Starfield. The main reason for Starfield being here is because I just haven't seen enough of it. No one has. It's coming out November the 11th, 2022, on Game Pass day one. Not coming out on PlayStation at all. I can't remember if it's a next gen exclusive or not, but by then I'm hoping to have a Series X anyway. But the reason Starfield's here is because I just don't know enough about it. All we know is it's made by the people that make Fallout and Skyrim. Typically, I don't get on with those games amazingly. I tried Fallout 4, got a decent way in. Skyrim I beat, and I did enjoy Skyrim. Fallout 3, same thing, kind of started it and never really finished it. Those games tend to be too long for me, and what's the other one? It's similar, Outer Wilds? The Outer Worlds. By Obsidian. They're not typically my kind of game. They're a bit too long. They're hundreds of hours or whatever, if you want to beat it all. It's just a bit too much for me. But it's definitely on my radar because it's an Xbox exclusive, and it's made by the people who made Skyrim. So it's gonna be, and it's the Xbox exclusive other than Halo that they're really kind of putting as their poster child. So it's definitely one keep my eye on. We need to see more. If the next preview I'm like, holy shit, this looks amazing. It's like Mass Effect / Skyrim. It sounds good, doesn't it? So we'll see. It's on my list to keep an eye on, and it's Game Pass, so I can't really have an excuse not to play it. Next is Pokemon Legends Arceus or Arceus. I'm not sure which way they're pronouncing that, but Normally, a Pokemon game would be day one buy for me. The reason this one's not is two reasons. One, the last game, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, I barely played. I bought it day one. I barely played it. It's mainly because I don't play my Switch much at home. I play it more on travel, and I haven't been traveling. Traveling. So I haven't played my PlayStation and not really wanted to play the Switch. And two, just because I haven't got the urge to play it. The other reason Legends Arceus isn't on the must-buy list is because they're changing it up a bit. Like, it's just not your normal Pokemon. You can not fight Pokemon, but you can go up against Pokemon as your human form. It's just all new, and that's not a bad thing. It's probably a good thing for Pokemon, to be honest. But I just need to know more. How does it play? Is it good? So got to wait for all this. I need to just know more. That's the main reason. And then the other reason is that I just haven't wanted to play the last Pokemon. So we'll see. We'll see how that one previews and reviews. It's January 28th. It's the first game coming out on all of this. Again, only 2 or 3 weeks, probably 3 weeks before Horizon. I could definitely beat it in 3 weeks. I know I could, but I don't know. We'll see. And the final one in the kind of interested in but cautious is Ghostwire Tokyo. We've seen a few trailers for this game. It looks crazy, kind of like randomly crazy, but it's definitely piqued my interest. I want to see more. We don't hear enough about how it actually plays. Like, what is it? The trailers are so weird that I don't know what it is, but it's definitely piqued my interest. It's definitely one I'm excited about because of how cool it looks, but I need to know more. The previews need to show me. I need to see that's just like a 5-minute gameplay demo. Just show me, not snippets. I just want to see an actual 5 minutes or even 10 or 15 minutes of gameplay, and then I'll make my decision, I think. Reviews will be important for this one as well. It's a PlayStation exclusive for a year. It will then be on Xbox because it's a Bethesda game, similar to Deathloop, crazy stuff. So it could be one I just wait to come on Game Pass in a year's time in 2023. Like Deathloop, I'm waiting for that. So this one's kind of almost on the I'm just going to wait list, but it's exciting enough to put it in this list. And the final list we've got is excited for, but expecting a delay. Not going to spend too much time here. Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora. I am convinced this isn't coming out 2022. I can't even remember if the trailer said it was, but if it did, I will be gobsmacked if it does. We've seen nothing since the original trailer. And I think the game is going to be too ambitious to come out this year. I might be wrong. 2 seconds. Sorry about that. As I was saying, Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora, yeah, it's too ambitious to come out this year, 2022. I think it'll be 2023. I hope it's 2022, but we just haven't seen enough. And I mean, the film's coming out, well, supposedly, it keeps getting delayed, but the film's supposedly coming out next year. So it would be a good time to release it, but you can release it like shortly after. And plus, there's like 5 Avatar films coming out in the next 10 years or something. So there's plenty of time to get this game out in time with a film. I think 2023, but nevertheless, super excited, big fan of Avatar. So give them all the time they need, I say, and make sure this game is amazing. Cause it definitely could be. Next is Gotham Knights. Now, originally I would have thought Gotham Knights would come out 2022 and Suicide Squad 2023. Or kill the Suicide Squad. No, Suicide Squad killed Justice League. But we're seeing more of Suicide Squad now than we are of Gotham Knights. So I have completely kind of switched that. I'm worried that Gotham Knights may be in a bit of trouble. Because unless I just haven't seen it, but we just don't seem to be getting any information on that game. In like, over a year, well over a year now. And we saw Suicide Squad the other week at the Game Awards. So I'm now convinced that Suicide Squad will come out next year and Gotham Knights is being pushed to 2023. I don't think that's official, that's for sure. But I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen here. I'm worried about Gotham Knights. If it does come out this year, great. I'm excited about it. but I'm a little bit worried about it. Another one which we haven't heard about for too long is Hogwarts Legacy. It's been 18 months now since we heard about this game. Since we last saw this game at the PlayStation showcase in June 21, the 2020 even. They've come out and said, they've tweeted and said that they're excited to share more information in 2022. That's great, but I think that's saying, yeah, we're going to show you more and tell you more. That doesn't to me tell me that the game's still coming out next year, and they don't want to say that because they're not sure it's coming out next year. So I'm putting my money on this game coming out 2023, which is fine. Just take your time to make the best game possible. Do not release a crap game like Cyberpunk. Everyone, let's learn our lesson from Cyberpunk, please. And finally, the Callisto Protocol. This is a game I am mega excited about because it's made by the people that originally made Dead Space. It's got that same vibe. The first trailer was amazing. Genuinely can't wait to see more of this game. But I just don't think it's coming out 2022. Again, we don't hear too much about it. I think we'll get a cool new trailer, maybe some gameplay this 2022. I don't think the game will come out. I think it'd be 2023. Although the Dead Space remake, I believe, is 2023, so they might not want to do it that year. They may push hard to come out in 2022, like late November maybe. If so, I'll be really happy with that. Or they'll try and just distance themselves from Dead Space in that year. Like if they're both separate sides of the year, it'd be fine. So that's the interesting dynamic we have there on that one. But yeah, they're my most anticipated games for 2022. God of War Ragnarok, genuinely can't wait. I can't believe it's almost here-ish. Probably about 10 months away. Super excited about that one. Horizon Forbidden West, only 2 months away, less than 2 months now. Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, A Plague Tale Requiem. They're the 4 must buys for me in 2022. Sifu, Forspoken, Starfield, Pokemon Legends Arceus, and Ghostwire Tokyo. Also excited for those. So yeah, they're my games for 2022 to keep an eye out for. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you are excited for in 2022. I'm guessing a lot of you will say Elden Ring. The reason I've not picked that is because I'm not massively into those kind of games, as we're going to go into in a minute with our Game Club game. And I can't remember any other games off the top of my head right now because I'm just blanking. But let me know, guys, what games you're looking forward to and why. Any on my list that you think will not be great, or am I wrong about Ghostwire Tokyo? Is it going to be amazing? To anything that I've just said, let me know what you think, and we'll discuss them in the next episode. Moving on to what we've been playing. I have been playing Psychonauts 2, and I think last week I said that I'd beaten the game. I hope I said that. I can't remember. If I didn't, I've beaten the game. Then I've also now 100%ed it. I've got every achievement, 1000G. So I'm done with Psychonauts 2, and I am sad about it, because I had a lot of fun with that game. So much fun. So much more fun than I was expecting. It will definitely be in my Game of the Year contention. So look forward to that Part-Time Gamers Weekly episode in a few weeks' time, where we'll discuss Psychonauts 2 in more detail. But yeah, I'm finished with that game, 1000G. I've played a little bit of Halo multiplayer. I suck. I feel like I suck again. I feel like I was getting okay, and I'm just not again. But I'm still enjoying it to an extent. And yeah, I've mainly been playing Psychonauts 2, to be honest, trying to crack away at those achievements. I can't think of it. Oh, I tried out the Gunk. The Gunk came out last week. I tried it out on cloud. I played it on my phone, using the cloud control, or the touchscreen controls. So it didn't give it a proper try. So I can't really give many opinions, but I tried it out. The cloud works really well. It did start to lag, so I turned it off. But I was quite away from the router. Then I started using 4G, so it's not going to be perfect, but it does work well. Game Pass, xCloud works really well. And that's basically what I've been playing, to be honest. I know that Fipsy's been playing Dark Souls 3 DLC. I think he might have beaten it. Don't quote me on that. Playing that in FIFA. I haven't been playing FIFA, but I have been unlocking packs on my phone, and I got a very expensive player in a pack for 1.5 million. So I've now got 1.5 million coins of FIFA, and I've got to spend them. So I've been asking Fipsy what to do with that. But anyway, I digress. That's what we've been playing this week. Not much. Well, I've been playing a lot of Psychonauts, basically. We're moving on to our Part-Time Gamers Game Club. So, as you all know, if you watched the last two episodes, if you didn't, Mortal Shell is our game club game of the month. I have to be honest, I haven't played it since last episode, and that is because of COVID and other issues, but mainly because of COVID. I just haven't had the energy to play it. For the beginning of my COVID, when I had COVID, I feel fine-ish now, like just my coughing, like I feel okay. But when I had it, like worse, it's not the kind of game you just want to. You need to be focused. You need to have the energy to play those games, and I just didn't. So it was much easier to play Psychonauts, especially because I'd beaten it and I was just going around collecting stuff. Mortal Shell, I just didn't have the energy for it. So I'm going to try and play it from now until the end of the year, because I'm feeling like I've got the energy to do it now. So I apologise that there's not much to say about it this week, but I do want you guys to let me know if you've been playing it. How far are you? I'm guessing you're further than me if you haven't been playing it. If you've already beaten it like years ago, let me know your thoughts. Try not to do any spoilers yet, please, just because I haven't beaten it yet, if I ever do. So yeah, the plan is, guys, for this. So let me just get this up over here. So by the time this video goes up, it's probably the 22nd of December, maybe the 23rd. If it's the 23rd, it's my birthday. So anyway, recording this on the night of the 21st. There'll be no Part-Time Gamers Weekly next week because it's kind of the Christmas break, shall we say. So nothing next week. The week after that will be the Mortal Shell Part-Time Gamers Game Club review. Let me look at the dates. I don't think that's the case. So when are we going to get the PlayStation Plus games? Probably then. No, it's not going to be that. The next one is going to be, so this is the last one of 2021, Part-Time Gamers Weekly. The next Part-Time Gamers Weekly will be the first week of January, and that is going to be the that's not enough time either. Fuck it, it's going to be the Mortal Shell Part-Time Gamers Game Club review. So I've got roughly 2 weeks to beat that game or get as far as I can with that game. And so if you guys, if you're playing along, so I don't know what day that week it will be, but I will put a tweet out asking you for your comments, your mini reviews of the game before I record that video. So keep an eye out for that. So yeah, the week after that will be the 13th week, commencing 13th of Jan. Am I in January? Sorry, 10th of Jan. Will be the 2021 Game of the Year episode. So it gives me a little bit more time to play Halo. So that's one I'm looking forward to doing a lot, because it's been a good year for games. And then the one after that, so the week commencing 17th, is most likely going to be a new kind of thing we're going to try. I say new thing. I've taken inspiration from the Kind of Funny Games crew, who do the Metacritic predictions. So what we're going to do is go through a list of games from 2022 that are meant to be coming out and predict their Metacritic scores. I want you guys to play along. Fipsy's going to play along. He doesn't know that yet, but he's going to play along. And we'll, at the end of the year, or halfway through the year and whatnot, we'll just keep going back to it and look at how close we got with our predictions, and there could be a winner or whatever. Well, I think more about it, but there's going to be a little game there going on, so that'd be cool to look out for. That's all my scheduled ones that I've got ready and know what's going on. So I've got planned all the way up to like mid to the end of January. And obviously, I'm also going to tweet out before the next episode a list of games that will be potential for the next Game Club game. Remember, Twitch subscribers can vote, so those lists that will go into a vote system in our subscribers only Discord channel, where they can vote to see what game we're going to play next month for Game Club game. So if you want to get involved with that, subscribe to us on Twitch. You can become a Twitch subscriber in our Discord channel, and you'll get a choice in what we play for the Game Club next month. So yeah, that's going to do it for this week, guys. As I said, Mortal Shell, I will try and play as much as I can between now and the end of the year, and we'll review it at the beginning of next year, next episode. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, leave a comment. As I said, let me know what your most anticipated game of 2022 is, and let me know any of your thoughts on Mortal Shell if you've been playing. And subscribe for more. Subscribe to see when these videos go up, and all of our other videos like reaction videos and whatnot. And also let me know what you think. Do you like this style of video? Did you prefer it when I was streaming it? Let me know. It's important that I know these things, because I'm doing this for you guys and for myself, because I enjoy doing this, but I want you guys to enjoy this, and I want it to be in a format you enjoy. So yeah, happy holidays, stay safe, have a good time off if you're having time off of work or whatever you're doing. Just have fun, and I'll see you in the new year, and Happy New Year.